birthday to you. It's a cupcake anyways.
Touch and see.
Birthdays sometimes make you reflect. On the years that have gone by and how it has changed you. I have learned a lot over the past 32 years, and with each year I grow, I learn some more. This year was quiet. There were no balloons like last year, no eating out, no cake ordered. In fact, I realized that we waste most of our birthday cakes, so cupcakes works just fine for me.
Open it.
But I remembered the time when I knew nothing about baking. I had bought a small oven but was never successful in baking a good cake. But things are different now. A lot of it I have learned from the internet. And Kaya's demands for home baked cake from time to time has motivated me to keep learning new recipes. Today I decided to try this semolina cake which has rawa or suji in it. Hopefully it turns out well.
Will it taste nice?
It was fun to bake my own birthday cake this year. Same is true for my cooking. I never had to cook a meal before marriage. In fact, after marriage as well, I had to learn a lot. I was in a country where eating out was not much of an option, and our craving made us learn how to cook at home.
You can see my shadow.
I remember the first time I hosted someone for lunch at home. We had to start the preparations one night in advance. But it's different now. It doesn't take me so much of efforts with the years of practice. Wanted to cook a meal with the entire family and eat at home this year. And we were craving Nando's menu. So why not make Nando's menu at home? So Parth marinated a whole chicken the previous night. He's good at his whole roast chicken. And we prepared some coleslaw salad, mashed potatoes, and spicy rice for the side. Eating out used to be fun when we were younger. But with age, the peace of cooking something at home and spending that time at home became more dear to us. Home cooked food tastes the best these days. We don't have power cuts anymore, but when I was growing up, candles were a utility. At that time, I would have never thought that candles had any other significance. My house has a variety of candles now, and we use them to create an ambience. I have learned to live well with whatever little I have, not to have any regrets later. My life is not necessarily expensive, but I love to make it presentable within the premises of all the constraints we have. For me, living well is a necessity. It's not optional. I'm all for creating a good ambience at home. This gives me a lot of happiness and satisfaction. And it only came to me with age. I used to be very shabby with things earlier. But the habit of good presentation is something which I have developed over time. There was a time birthdays meant a big party, a bash. But with the years, I have learned the charm of celebrating the special day with your loved ones.
This one for me. You will cut one, I'll cut one. Ow. Not this kind of piece.
Parth has learned to do the dishes well. I keep inspecting, and my brother is learning too.
I can see.
You can't see.
Lockdown is a breather. Mondays are not the same anymore. I don't like tea. It's more of Parth's drink, but I like the relaxed vibe that tea creates. So I decided to prepare the tea this morning. It's very unusual of me. And masala dosa for breakfast. Something I have learned after moving to South India. I remember the first time, 7 or 8 years ago, I tried dosa with some type of ready-made powder batter once while abroad, and it turned out to be a scrambled dosa. But I have come a long way. I can prepare my own healthy batter at home now.
I'm going to make a pie.
Kaya is also learning at her own pace, in her own little kitchen. She will turn 5 this May. She will also celebrate her birthday under lockdown. But we are very content at home. We get to spend time with each other. We have no rush. There is nowhere anyone needs to be. We are self-sufficient indoors. And we are learning new camera angles for our videos. My regular day continues. Birthdays don't exempt you from your responsibilities anymore. Those were good old childhood days. I have learned the importance of good sleep over the past few years. When I first moved in with Parth, the bed was the stiffest one you could sleep on. I changed all of that, and he is thankful to me for enlightening him. We have had many beds in the past decade, but we always made sure that they were as cozy and comfortable as possible. That's how you wake up energized for the next day. And a fresh sheet on the bed makes you sleep even better. An extra hour maybe. There is so much to learn in the kitchen. It never ends. One of the newest thing I have learned is to keep carrots soaked in water to keep them fresh in the fridge. I have learned how to make rotis. I never liked them over rice though. I can still recall the first time we made rotis. I scared everyone with its shape. Fun fact, when we moved to China some 10 years ago, our household stuff from India had a roti rolling pin, which Parth was looking forward to, as he was craving rotis made at home. When the boxes got delivered and we were unpacking them, everything was intact, even the glassware. The only thing which Parth accidentally broke while unpacking was the rolling pin. And we had to do with a dumpling rolling pin for the next few months until we made a trip back to India. I have always been fond of clothes, like any other girl. When I was in college, I wanted many nice clothes and I had limited money. So I used to end up buying cheap material clothes which would give way after 1 or 2 washes. I buy less clothes now, but I buy them to last a few years at least. And I know you'd agree, buying less clothes is the most difficult thing for a girl to learn. I will end the video with the first mangoes of the season. I remember the fight over mangoes in my childhood. We would always have to share. And when you share things, the taste increases exponentially.
Because it is, right?
Yeah.
We don't share our mangoes anymore. But every time I have mangoes, I remember the childhood days of me and my brother fighting over mangoes.
Mama, you want anything on yours?
I don't know what was so special about those mangoes back then. Why don't they seem worth fighting for anymore? Thank you all again for watching today's video. Until next time, stay tuned.